but I'm still reflecting on like, well, how did this experience with looking at UAPs and how people responded to them, how did it change me? I would say from the first meeting I had with the Navy, when I walked out of that meeting to this day, one thing I can say is, okay, I believe that they're real. UAPs are real. And I think before that, I was like, I don't know, because I think that's still a step, just like it was still a step for the government to say these are real things. Maybe in the past they wouldn't have done that. I there is research back from the 70s, and I'm blanking on his name now, but a professor at the University of Western Michigan, a sociology professor, he looked at a lot of these dynamics. He was very interested in the sociology of information production and analysis. And he did look at UFOs in terms of like how people collect information and how they make sense of it and who it's shared with. But a great exemplar of a study he did was how people in the 19th century and before characterize meteorites and what they thought they were, and why people had all these ideas about what they were until scientists started getting more involved, right? And saying, this is what I think they are. And they were publishing studies on this. And this became much more accepted with the broader public of this is an established thing. It's okay to study it. And I was starting to see similar strides with the UAP task force of this is the approach you want to take. You want it to be much more empirical, data driven, which I liked. I don't know if that they really stayed the course with that. And the dynamic behind that again came down to, I think, even beyond my observation and beyond my experience, personalities and relationships and people having differing opinions about things. But that's the direction it started at. Later on, I feel like I saw a different direction and the analysis of these things from different agencies who got involved in this. Um, and I had to encounter it even in my own agency. There's always a need to manage impressions with UAPs, always, because
Why?
I think fear of that stigma.